This episode is sponsored by finditclassifieds.com, free internet classifieds. Thanks for checking out rickcable.com/blog, and today we're going to be talking about HTML tables. You know, HTML tables are a great way to organize and display information on web pages so that it's laid out in columns and rows, much like data displayed in spreadsheets. Tables are defined with the table tag, which is defined into rows using the TR tag, and each row is divided into columns defined by the TD tag, or table data tag. A data cell can contain text, images, lists, paragraphs, forms, horizontal rules, tables, and more. And now that you know more about the HTML tables tag, let's get into the tutorial. In today's tutorial, we're going to be talking about the HTML table. And I thought it important this time to actually show you what a table looks like when the browser is displaying it before we actually build it, so that way you can visualize as we're doing the code what it's going to look like when we get it done. So here's an example, and it's being shown in Firefox of a web page. And now let's look up here, and here it says my table example. That's a title tag inside of a head tag. And then here is my table example, and that's an H1 tag. And then down below here, and you see in the border, that is a HTML table. And that data is made up of 3 rows, 1, 2, 3, and 2 columns, 1, 2. And the columns have names of name and address. So now let's get to it. I'm going to show you how to build that. So now we're going to move our window over, and we have a Windows Explorer window open. And we're going to right click inside there, and we're going to say New. And we're going to pick, I think it goes off your screen, but you're going to want to pick Text Document. And we'll just name this table.htm. It's going to ask if you want to change the file extension. Just say yes, and then right click over that document and open with Notepad. And we're going to get focus on the Notepad right now. That's better. Okay, so now I'm going to cheat a little bit, as I always do, and I'm going to paste in a template from video number 1 that we did on just basic HTML. And there should be a link popping up right about now down at the bottom of your screen if you're watching this on YouTube, and it will take you to the first video if you want to take a look at that first and then come back. So if you're still with me, we're creating the title tag. So we're going to say title and title. And we're just going to call this my table example. Now we're going to skip down into the body of the document where everything that's actually shown on the screen in the browser comes out. And we're going to start by adding that H1 tag that I showed you. And we also had in there my table example. And we're going to give ourselves some space, and then we're going to begin that table. So our table begins with the table tag, and we're going to immediately add the end table